update on Ryan Dzingel?
Yeah, Ryan is doing fine. We're being very cautious. It is not a concussion. Just wanted to wait one more day. I mean, a blow like that, I mean, it's a nasty bruise, and just going to take one more day, so he won't be playing tomorrow.
Okay, so you'll call somebody else?
Yeah.
Update on the captain, Eric Carl?
He wasn't feeling good, so hopefully he's there tomorrow. I think he should be, but we'll see.
Mark Stone?
Mark Stone,
Eventually he might be
yeah. Yeah, I think right now it's pushed back a little bit, yeah. He got on the ice yesterday, wasn't as good as we would have hoped, so we'll push it back, yeah.
Starting goaltender for tomorrow, Coach?
Anderson.
Right. What we're assuming that Philip Schlappick is going to play tomorrow.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. What have you liked about him when he's been here?
Well, when he was since camp, I liked him. I just think he's got an upside. He's got some character. He's got a bite to him. And he's got skill. He's a pretty big body, honestly, for a skill guy. I like his feistiness, and guys that you talk to and a few months later come back and have improved everything you've asked them to are rare, and he was one of those guys. And that means that, again, this year, with what he was asked to do in the American League, I mean, lately he's been the best there. That's it. He's just been the best, period. And he deserves to come up. So it's not we're trying him out or whatever. No, we need to call somebody up. He was definitely the guy that by far was doing the best there on a consistent basis. So he has to get some games for sure, and we'll see from there. But tomorrow we'll try to have him with Bobby and Gaborik. So we'll give him two guys that have some good hockey sense and skill and all that, and give him a chance to see what he can do with those guys. We'll have him on the power play replacing Zinger too, as a lefty. So hopefully it just gives him a chance to show himself.
Well, we have you in this mode. Who will replace Ryan then on the left wing?
Right now I got Smitty. And the reason why I'm doing that is because, you know, I want Schlappy to play with Gaborik and Bobby. So that means that you know, they kind of have to move Smitty somewhere in there, and we know Smitty's a good winger, and he's been playing really hard lately. I just feel that he deserves to go with Duchesne and Hoff. I've always said it, you know, the best with that line is somebody that drives the net and somebody is fast enough that can follow them. So I think Smitty fits that profile. So right now, yeah, we're looking for somebody to go between Burrows and McCormick. So we'll see who's going to be brought up. I don't want to...
Good chance the coach could recommend number 40, though.
I mean, Jimmy's played really good for us, I'll be honest. I just don't know now where it's at with the players down there, and with Piers, and it appears at the meetings down in Florida. So you know, it's a little harder to reach him right now. So waiting to be able to talk to him to see what he thinks and what the organization is looking at. Yes, it's one of those shots that I mean, it's Hoffman shot, it's a bullet. That's what it is basically. And I mean, I think with the protection that he had, he was lucky there. That if it was just a little lower, probably would have been right in the middle of the neck or something. So that would not have been a good place. So that's hockey. It happens, and you know, you hope it doesn't. But in the course of an entire year, there's definitely moments where you're scared, and that was one of them.
Bringing up Schlappick and possibly another call-up, is that time to see what those guys can do to the kids, the younger guy?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I've been pushing to get the younger guys up because it's exciting, but at the same time, the organization's been very smart. Pierre, Randy, and doing it for the right reasons at the right time. Sometimes you want to let somebody play good enough down there to deserve coming up. Sometimes you need centers, sometimes you need wingers. But mainly, I think what was important is to make sure that we put the guys in the chairs that they belong, give them a chance that they need to succeed, and sometimes it means that they need to stay in the American League because they're following their progress down there. I'm not. I'm coaching the guys here. I rely on them to tell me, what's best and who deserves it, because it's always about who deserves it. So it's not just, okay, let's try this guy. If he hasn't done the job down there, he hasn't been consistent, or he still needs to push more to get to a certain level before he gets here, that's their call. That's why, it's not just about filling the lineup. It's not just about trying out young guys, and it's not about that. It really is about the guys who deserve it. So that's why I let them, Pierre and Randy, the coaching staff down there, decide which guys are the guys that deserve coming up. So if Schlappy's here now, it's not because he's done just okay and we're going to bring up a body. We wouldn't do that. He's really deserved it big time. That's why he's here.
So is there more thought of shutting him down for a year?
Not for now. No, not for now. He wants to come back, and the medical staff thought that it would have gone a little faster than it did right now, without being something bad. It's one of those nagging things that can take longer. We knew that, but with the symptoms that he had there, we felt that it might have gone a little faster, but it was clear yesterday that it wasn't as fast as we would have hoped. So we'll wait and see if it continues like that. I mean, there's 3 weeks left, so if he's out another week and then the week after that is so, I guess we'll have to make a decision at some point. But right now it's too early to make that decision. Yeah, well, it's in his case. Every time that I see him in practice, you start to see that he's getting close in terms of the hockey part. But on the medical part, this one's a clear yes or no. So there's nothing I can do about that one until I get the clear yes. So, but on the ice, I would say we're getting closer now, definitely. I can see the timing now. I can see he's starting to get comfortable again.
I don't want to put words in your mouth, but if he got the clearance today, could he be in the lineup possibly as early as tomorrow? Like, is he that close?
He's almost there. I personally don't tell him that, because it's right now. It's good for his mind to feel that he can go right now. I personally think he needs this week to and especially we're home, we're getting practices. It's a perfect week for him to really continue to get that notch that he needs to get back to an NHL game caliber. Yeah.